For decades, Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa have been held up as that rare love story in Hollywood that actually lasts. They've shared careers, children, laughter, and life side by side, becoming a symbol of partnership that fans rooted for. On screen and off, they seem to have it all figured out. But behind every smile, there are private battles the world never sees. And sometimes the hardest moments come from the quiet warnings that whisper before life changes forever. It began with something small, a tired look in Mark's eyes, a cough that lingered, days when his energy just wasn't there, even though he tried to hide it. Kelly noticed first. She always did, because when you love someone that deeply, you learn their voice, their expressions, their rhythms, and you always sense when something is off. At first, Mark brushed her concerns aside with the ease of a man who has always been strong. He was the one who carried the weight, who kept the pace, who made everything feel steady. But love has instincts sharper than any diagnosis, and Kelly couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. Eventually, the concerns led to doctor visits, tests, more tests, that uneasy waiting that feels like time has frozen while your heart pounds out all the questions your mind is afraid to ask. Then the moment came, the one that changes the shape of everything after it. The words were spoken gently, but they hit like a tidal wave. There was a medical battle ahead, a long one, a frightening one. Kelly felt the world tilt. The air felt thin. She later said that in that moment, she didn't just see her husband sitting beside her. She saw every memory of their life together. Every joke, every argument, every shared breakfast, every quiet moment holding each other when no one else was watching. The idea of losing that wasn't something she could even begin to process. Mark reached for her hand. "We'll get through this together," he whispered. Those words mattered, not because they erased the fear, but because they reminded them that love doesn't step aside when life gets hard. It steps forward. When Kelly returned to her morning show not long after, viewers sensed something was different. She smiled, but her eyes carried a heaviness. She spoke, but her voice trembled just enough for those who truly listened to notice. And when the moment came where her emotions overflowed, she didn't hide it. She shared, not every detail, but the truth at the heart of it. "My family is going through something difficult," she said, fighting tears. People didn't see a celebrity that morning. They saw a wife, a partner, a woman terrified of losing the person she built her life with. Millions felt that. Because love, fear, uncertainty, and hope are universal. At home, Kelly became the backbone, the shield, the steady one. Anyone who has ever been a caregiver knows that strength isn't loud, it's quiet. It's wiping tears alone in the bathroom so your family doesn't see. It's telling your children everything will be okay, even when you're not sure yourself. Their children felt the shift too. Michael, the oldest, stepped into the role of protector. Lola became emotional support, always close to her father, offering laughter and presence. And the youngest, Joaquin, brought a lightness no illness could dim. His humor became medicine. But the road wasn't smooth. One night became the turning point. Mark's condition took a frightening turn, and suddenly, everything moved fast. Hospital lights, doctors calling for support, the sound of machines, Kelly's sitting beside him, her hands trembling, whispering prayers through tears she couldn't hold back. That night was a battle, and by morning, there was hope. Not certainty, but hope. And sometimes that's enough to start again. Recovery didn't look dramatic. It looked real, exhausting, slow, filled with days that blurred together, medications, appointments, frustration, fear, and also moments of quiet joy, the kind that reminds you why life is worth fighting for. Kelly continued to work. She stood under studio lights and laughed and told stories and made people's mornings brighter. Yet every morning before the cameras turned on, she carried her private world with her: worry, love, and determination. But something beautiful came out of all of this. Their love deepened. Their family grew closer. Small moments became sacred. Holding hands on the couch, watching a movie together, sitting quietly, saying nothing, but feeling everything. One evening, as the family gathered together in their living room, the TV flickering softly in the background, Mark looked around and smiled. Not the smile of a man who had conquered everything, but the smile of a man who knew he wasn't alone in anything. That's the thing about love. It doesn't promise a life without hardship, but it promises a hand to hold through every hardship.